Wednesday. It is Wednesday all day, and we are on Lightharbor for NobleDwarf.com. Let's get ourselves situated here. There we are. Beautiful, beautiful. And we left this last night after drawing in these warehouses here that meld into an industrial zone and merchant zone. This is the port area right there. This is the industrial area that we did last night, and as we started to sort of fade out towards the main marketplace up there, we started to interject some buildings that had like the awnings and stuff. I feel like that invokes a sense of shops. Plus these buildings here with the notches out the front, to me that invokes a sense of like doorways. So multiple doorways in the same building, some kind of storefront, multiple shops together, right? So we are now just checking that the stream was running, concentrating on this area right here. And this area right here is mainly going to be merchants up the top, fading down into warehouse type district, you know. So business going into the storage of the business, and we're going to meld the two. And those grey lines that you see there are almost pencil lines for where our road edges are going to be. So let's start this. We're going to go from this warehouse district here. I love drawing warehouses. I love drawing little carts. I love drawing the storage in their yards and stuff. And you, leave her alone. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I've got two cats squaring off against each other. I don't think so. Okay. What size have we got? That's about right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow this line to this edge here. And this, the space that's going to be left in between, that's our road. And what I'm doing here is just sort of giving a sense of like a yard. And he's back. He's back to pick on his sister. Leave her alone. Yeah, so this like looks like a yard coming in, right? Where we could put like maybe a little cart or something in there. And these would be like loading docks, right? Maybe we'll even do this. And along the side here, let's just do steps coming up to the top of the building here. And we'll do a big warehouse on the back of this. We'll do a little bit of roof detail on this. Yep. And we're going to keep going up on the same side of the road. And we're going to quickly pull away from the warehouse-ness. But one little bit at a time. Now, let's actually do almost like a fenced-in area. Put some goods in the yard there. Nice. Nice. That's gonna look really good colored. Hey, gentlemen, Lightharbor! Rewards is here. I am fantastic, sir. Bloody-tastic. I'm great. I'm great. It's the start of the stream, my friends. Nice and quiet right now. Pull up a chair. Sit yourself down. Listen to the music. We're just drawing merchant buildings and warehouses. I'm going to fade away from things that feel like warehouses, and we're going to start fading into things that feel more like shops. We're going to do that one little bit at a time. You know what? I still think we could actually do maybe a backyard on this thing now, right? Maybe multiple backyards. It looks like there's 3 shops there. So if there's 3 shops, let's do... Oh, maybe I should... Maybe... no, this is fine. Something like that. Let's not overthink it. Where should the fence be, Faden? Who cares? This thing's going to be like 8mm across. Hey, Princess Strega! I suppose it is a little bit early. The thing is, well, actually it's a lot early, right? Because I put down 6:30 my time. It's an hour before then. Fair's fair. I didn't go to the gym tonight. Do you need to go to the gym when you have guns like this? I don't think so. They're all natural, baby. No, but in seriousness, I didn't go to the gym tonight, and I came home. And I did some modifications to the Britannia map for Oscar Rios of Golden Goblin. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to jump in the stream. I'm going to get going. I'm going to get a good 2 hours in on our map tonight. So that's what we're doing. I think if this area too, by the way, is a little bit more Georgian and Edwardian, that maybe some uniformity to the buildings is called for. That was one thing when I was looking at Georgian versus Edwardian roof types. It was like there's a certain uniformity. I think it was to Edwardian. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it. We'll be touching on that in a couple of streams time. But like all of the buildings look the same. You know, it was one big massive roof on the top. So I think we'll do a level where they're very similar. I think it almost shows a later era or something. And I get a vibe that this city is that way. Alright, let's set back. Let's set back a couple of buildings here. We're gonna do one there. We're gonna do one there. I think we'll do a little entrance and a little entrance. And I'm gonna do an awning, and I'm gonna do another awning here. I got dinged today by Facebook saying that I breached copyright with last night's music. And the music that we obviously used last night is the same World of Warcraft that we've got going in the background here, and it's not copyrighted. That's the beautiful thing about it. So I was racking my brains. Like, what could, because they never tell you, what possibly could have dinged on the video last night? And I came to the conclusion it was me going, red, red, white. Well, and so if that gets dinged again, that was it. Alright. So we're going to now go the other side of the road. And I want you to note how I'm getting around the corner here. I did a little indent here that starts to soften it up. We're gonna do a little kink there. Notice that I'm using insets to soften those hard edges. I'm gonna draw one more. I'm gonna set it back a little bit. Because I want to do the awning here. Now that obviously leaves right in the junction here. How do you fill this junction? Well, there's multiple ways of filling the junction. One is, and you know what, let's just do this on a draft layer that we could discard. One is we could literally draw a building that does this type of thing. And that's fine, that actually, you know, something like that. Notice I did the little fountain or statue here to soften up that big open space right there. Nothing wrong with doing an approach like that at all. And that might be the approach that we actually do. The other is throw in some kind of fountain. Throw in some kind of, you know, park thing here. Maybe a tree or something, right? That actually looked pretty good too. I'm okay with that. Another way. Throw in a tree right there. And it takes this odd convergence of roads, and to quote myself, it softens it up. I'm not going to do a tree. I do like the idea though of that's a little bit larger, huh? I do like the idea of maybe doing some kind of like park type thing. What if I paint these in blue, you know? Get a little bit of a water feature here. That could actually be kind of cool. Yeah, I think we're going to roll with that. And here, I'm actually going to put a large, like, guild building with steps coming up from this junction. Because that's another way to soften up an intersection, is to have a building in the intersection where the narrow part is steps coming up. So let's do a big building. Yeah, that road's pretty bloody major. And it narrows off sharply. Am I in? Oh, well, you know what? I can actually merge that. Hold on. I'm not happy with this. Oh, we're going to come through here. We're going to have a big building here. And maybe the whole thing widens up here. Maybe there's another big, huge merchant building right there. Why not? Alright, so let's... maybe some kind of clock at the front. Steps coming up. Detailed roof. Alright. You gotta think about what these buildings look like from above. So if we do something like that, I actually think we need to redraw this just a little bit. We'll do steps coming up. You know, I'm actually going to make this a little smaller. I'm going to make this a little smaller. Yeah, more like that. More like that. We've got a clock at the front. We're gonna come down like this. Like so. And this here. And then the roof detail, I think. Let's come up like this. Let's come up over here. Let's drop it down over here. Maybe there's a little bit of a thing there. Yep, that will work. That will work. That's fine. Yeah, that stands out. That's pretty good. That stands out. Oh, you know what I meant to do tonight when I started streaming? I actually meant to take us out of the Dungeons and Dragons group. I was going to move us back into art for a while to see how that worked. Because I noticed last night it said I was playing Dungeons and Dragons. It just assumed I was playing Dungeons and Dragons, not drawing maps of Dungeons and Dragons. I'll have to just remember to do that next time. Alright, gonna hit save. $3,271 gold, young lady. That's pretty good going. I don't know how much I have. It is a paltry sum. Slowly building your way back to Senator. Slowly but surely. What you doing? Oh, cutting up things. Alright, this road runs wide. This road is running wide. Do I narrow this road or do I do an intersection here that feels like, yeah, no, it's all good, bro? I think we're going to do that. We're going to do that by doing another merchant building right here. There we go. And we will give it a little bit of roof decor as befitting its wealth. And I think just step out front like that. There we go. There we go. Couple of wealthy merchant buildings next to the harbour and the shops. Actually, that looks pretty good. I'm okay with that. I think that's going to be a really interesting area to look at. Quite a few intersections tonight, darling. Quite a few intersections. Come on. But no, we're going to do some pretty nameless buildings right here. Let's give that one a little bit of love. Okay. We're gonna go that direction. We're gonna join these up. This is the area, by the way, that's on screen. This is the area that I wanted to get done tonight. If we get this area done, we're golden. If we get this area plus a little bit, we're ahead of the schedule we set ourselves last night. Every city needs a military district, says Princess. There's one. I found one. So yes, we have a military district. Right? There. And we will be adding more. I'll probably add another one right here around that tower. But we do at least have one military district. Probably also around that major fortification right there, around these towers, maybe in this area, we'll add another military district. So this city's going to get them. Not here though, not in this area. Yeah, that would be. We'll do that like blue and white awning right there. That'd be really nice. I kind of want to put a church or something in here, you know what I'm saying? It's not like a temple area, but something for the masses. Maybe we put a little church in there. Just a little temple. Like have this road coming out, it joins this road going up, away, towards the main avenue there. But right here, maybe we put like a church. Let's do it, I'm feeling that. It's all about walking on the ground, right? Oh, don't worry about it. I've got a little bit over here, and come on. You can never be too early for wine. Just saying. Just saying. I can't promise Arroden because this is a noble dwarf map. But we are going to do a temple. It is up for you to convince Noble Dwarf if you would like to have creative input on their writing. I'm gonna... That was a mistake. Why was that a mistake? Because here's my road edge, which means this has to come up here, which means... Well, I'm actually gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. That's gonna be a little offset, so... That does that, so that's going to be our road through. Let's do this side over here. Let's get this done. And roof details. Give it a little bit of love. Come down, flare it out, come down, flare it out. Softly, 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 right there. Oh, that's a lovely district. That really is lovely. There you go, okay, common man's deity. There you go, that's what I'm talking about. Exactly. Because I've always used my own writing, I'm always super unfamiliar with the official deities of official settings, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never played in the Pathfinder world Glorantha. I wrote something for Glorantha, but never ever played in it. But yeah, you got the general idea, you got the spirit of it. Right, I'm actually going to just join this up first here. We've got some warehouses. bleeding over towards me. I think we're going to do a warehouse. I think we're going to do another warehouse. And then maybe a shop. Let's do a shop. Lovely. Alright. Now we're going to do the warehouse. And we're going to do a warehouse, I think, that... Let's do a big building. Let's do a front yard. Let's do another building right here. And then maybe like some kind of tool shed or something right here. Yeah. Okay, let's stick with it. Let's stick with it. Alright, stored goods. A bit of roof detail. There we go. And I actually think I'm gonna get rid of this. And we're gonna bring this almost. You see, I don't like this corner. I don't like this corner. I'm getting rid of this corner, and I don't like this corner because of the way that it joins on with this here. This is already established, right? It's like, oi, I just put my stuff here. What are you doing here? Bug off. There. Now we can actually play around with that. Let's bring that up over here. There, that's better. That's better. That has a much better feel to it. I'm okay with that. Princess, I have been watching The Watchmen. And I think we're maybe 2 episodes from finishing The Watchmen. We're trying to get complete with series. We just got done watching all of Deadwood, including the film. We're finished with Deadwood. We jumped into Watchmen, and we're this close to finishing Watchmen. Not sure what comes next. I'll join that boss fight with you, young lady. How much gold do I have anyway? 804. Almost broke 1,000. I remember those lofty days when I had 6,000 gold. Then now it'll get frittered away. I think it was Mr. Valor took it all from me. Alright. I'm gonna zoom out in a second, but I actually want to just finish this little area right here. Hit save. Alright, so this is gonna be what comes through to the church. Right here. We're just gonna do almost like it's, you know, you're going to walk down this road and it's going to open up maybe to a courtyard. There might be some kind of fountain or center or something in the center, maybe a statue, surrounded by buildings. And kind of in a little neighborhood area. Valentine! Thank you very much for the cheer. That is extremely appreciated. Good to have you here tonight. Alright, so if we're going to do... you know... That's kind of got a nice back end on this building. What if we did our fountain here? Yeah, something like this. Hey! I want some monies. Yeah, this will be good. This will be good. Now I wanna actually gonna just erase this fence. Oi, that's my fence! You keep knocking my stuff down! What's going on? Alright. Let's delete that. There we go. More like this. And alright, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. So you and you will do another thing there. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. That with some flagstones on it is gonna look pretty sweet, I think. Let's finish off the little warehouse area. Let's do this first. I think I'm gonna do kind of a backyard thing going here. Now that begs a question. What comes next here? Well, there doesn't have to be another road, right? I could put another building right here. And that could be an alleyway coming through that butts up right up against this little warehouse right here. Yep. Alright, we are going to come up here like this, and we're going to come down here like this. Then we're going to fill in this block. And I think we're going to set the building back a little bit. Come on, little Miss Wobbly Hands. There we go. That'll work. These are fairly generic sort of buildings that I'm doing right now. This intersection now, I'm going to do this. This is how I'm going to soften up the joint between the intersection. We'll do a little fountain or a statue right there. We don't have to do a road here at all. Lovely jubbly. Like so. Yeah, let's zoom back out. Let's zoom back out. I think that has a good feel. I think that has a good feel. We're on to a winner. And I think as we get into some of the richer areas, we might have more of these open plazas, but not here in the working man's area, you know what I mean? They've been cramming buildings in. So, Princess, this hill is all gardens, just so you know. And these areas up here, this is the richer area. And down here, we are going to have gardens and parks up here. I'm going to zoom out for a moment. So everything up there is going to be greener. We'll have some plazas, open courtyards. It's going to feel fresh. It's going to feel clean. This southwest area, the opposite. This southwest area is going to be dirty. It's going to be packed. It's going to be compressed. It's going to be urbanized. Which actually then means this little tree right there is actually going to pop off the map. That tree is going to pop. It's going to be that little sprig of green in amongst all of the pollution, you know? And everywhere that I've actually done these chimneys, I'm actually going to draw smoke. We're going to have some smoke on the top of this. It's going to feel dirty down here, girl. Alright, so this is actually docks coming through. I'm actually going to put big warehouses here. I wonder if I'm getting dinged on that. No, because we've done it enough. No. Who knows? Who knows who cares to ponder why? When I drove home tonight, there's actually two buildings that I drive, I guess, past, that are connected with a little walkway in between the streets, and I was like, that's kind of cute. I want to do something like that. Alright, smaller warehouses, seedy area. Let's hit this up. See, now I want to colour a park. I don't know how soon we're going to do the park. We're going to head that direction right up the screen there. When we get to the park, we get there. Mr. Valor, I was just talking about you, sir, and not in a good way. I counted up my cash and immediately thought of you. Oh, let's do this. Let's start here. I think we could add a tree next to the church, though. We could have that little spot of greenery down here around the temple. Holy shit! Mr. Valor walks in the room and Princess Strega comes in and just lays a nut straight away. Princess Strega, you do not hang around, young lady. You're kind of violent. How you been, Mr. Val? I'll zoom out for you imminently, young man. Imminently. Alright, so let's put our church here. Nothing too major, nothing too cray-cray. But let's put a nice little church here. I think it would be visually... I'm kind of digging. I'm digging this map. I'm digging the way this is going. I think this is going to be a head turner. You know what I mean? It's kind of cool. I used to be able to draw a city map, by the way, in like 16 hours. Yeah, bish bash bosh, done. Ever since going digital, ever since going on Twitch, it's slowed me down. Not because I'm doing this, but because I just get way more detail than I used to do. Mr. Val, my day job pays the bills. The mapping is the fun stuff, right? I feel you. Jack hates it when I do that. So I love it even more. Weekly cocktail parties at 3 p.m. You see, that's the time to do it. I hate these places. My place does this. That do these, what do they call it? Like happy hours at 4:30. I'm out of the building, bitch. Way before 4:30. I'm not gonna hang around, drinks or not. Let's do some of that. Or in the center. A little further back. Let's do it a little further back. And with details, we go over to our actions. Action Jackson. We're going to do you twice. Then we're going to finish with a little bit of you. There we go. I can dig it. We're gonna do... Why is my brush grey? Because you've selected grey, you dope. Oh, because I finished on grey. Okay. Whatever. My stairs feel funky. Let's correct my stairs. Okay. What is Jack up tonight? I actually don't know. He's here in the stream, but I don't know what he's working on. I never know what Jack's up to. He's his own beast. Does his own thing. I'm gonna throw a little bit of greenery in it. We are literally going to have a little garden around this. This little pinprick of greenery. This is going to look mega when it's painted. Because it's just going to be all of this dirt and grunge and flagstone and stone all the way around. We are going to have this little oasis of green and it's going to pop off the map. It's going to be good. Alright, let's fill in those two areas. I think we're ahead of the curve. It's only 6:18. Let's fill this sucker in. Princess, you are right. I might have to get up and get my own. Oh. Jack's gonna get a new computer this year. We typically keep our computers until they just don't work anymore. And Jack's getting close to that point. So Jack's going to get a brand new machine this year, so he is backing up all of his stuff in the interim. But that's exciting times. New computers are fun. Thank you, darling. Love of my life, apple of my eye, hair of my heart, kumquat of my loins, kiwi of my thigh, banana of my shin, grape of my toe. I'm gonna run out before your patience.
It's gonna be melon of your head.
New computers are fun. New computers are fun. I used to chase computer hardware. That is a mugs game. The rate that they release hardware nowadays, just forget it, right? So I vowed a while ago that I would upgrade my machine, and Jack's in the same boat, when we have a game that does not work, you know? When you have to like just tank all of the settings and it's still chugging. Otherwise, we just run with old clobber. And we might update a graphics card here or memory there. But Jack's computer's got to the point where it's like, no. Gotta get something new. Thank you, hon.
It's 10 years old.
It is 10 years old. The graphics cards are not. But the CPU, the motherboard, it's all 10 years old. You know, we put through a new SSD drive in there, and we threw like, I think we got maybe some extra memory, and we did like a graphics card, and that prolonged its life, but it's overdue, especially if you play games. We've got and Cyberpunk's coming out, and I don't want him to like, you know, not be able to run Cyberpunk. So there you go, artichoke of my heart. That's a spirit. All of that came because I do apple of my eye. Where do you go from there? Well, apparently you stick with the fruit theme and body parts. Right, let's fill this in. Brian! Welcome, Brian. What didn't that get pushed off a lot by several? Oh, it did, because it was actually meant to be out. Cyberpunk was meant to be out in April of this year, and they pushed it off to September of this year. And it actually straddles Jack's birthday, so we've taken the week off in September, and we're gonna get Cyberpunk right at the beginning. A couple of days later, his birthday, and we're gonna have Cyberpunk week. We love doing that. Once every 5 years, a game will come out, and we will take a week off work to play it. I love doing that. It is my favorite little thing ever in the universe. And so Cyberpunk is that game. Skyrim before that was one. Fallout was another one. We had a Fallout week. We had a Skyrim week. Not many games will do it. Not many games are worthy of getting a vacation for, using your vacation hours. But Skyrim was, right? And we would just sit, we get all of the treats in, we get some drinks, and we don't go, maybe occasionally we go out just to get breakfast, but then we just come home, we play games. We play games like 16 hours. Oh, it's the best. Oh, it's the best. It truly just plays to my nerddom so hard. Alright, I'm just going to squeeze in buildings now back here. That looks like shit. There we go. I'm behind the scenes in the heart of this particular neighborhood. I just want things to feel a little congested, hence drawing them that way. I think that looks good. Alright, one little bit more. Gotta fill that hole right there. And then we're gonna move on to a new area. We're gonna move on to this area right here. And what did I say we were gonna do tonight? Yeah, maybe that includes this bit, right? Brian, how goes the map? We all loved what you did yesterday. Seriously good work, man. Like, super pro stuff right there. Alright. So let's fill this in. Let's fill this in. What is playing there? Oh, you did the Alyssa command. Look, it got my attention. It worked. Was that the Alyssa command? That's awesome. How many cons as you go to and taking a week for a game, which you get a lot of vacation days? That's actually a really good question. Up until last year, I did not have enough vacation for the cons that I'm doing this year, plus taking personal time off. I actually wouldn't have been able to do it. If you think about it, if let's say a con is on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I need to take Thursday, Friday, plus the Wednesday for traveling in. I don't need to take the Wednesday for traveling in, but I like to. So that's 3 days per con. Typically, if I go to 4 cons, I'm now at 12 days already. Add on 5 days for vacay, I'm now up towards, 18 days or something like that. And that's kind of how this year's going to go. I'm going to use 20 days. 20 days. Which, is not a crazy amount of vacation. I used to get more in England, but by American standards, it's like a lot. And up until last year, I didn't get that much. And by the way, great use of the Alyssa command. Great use of the Alyssa command. That got my attention. Let's keep going here. Mr. Val, I was wooed by a job that offered the same unlimited. The current job, while it's limited, in theory, offered me a considerable sum to stay, and basically said, yeah, we're not going to worry about how much time we take off. Now that said, I think the 20 to 25 is a sweet spot. More than that, and I think it starts to feel a bit funny unless you got a good reason. I think for me, if I can get 20 guaranteed, I'm good. It's probably rare that I would take more than that. I want the flexibility to be able to take more, and I have that right now. That said, the fact that my cons alone really suck up about 15 days a year, it's something it's been on my mind, It's been on my mind. Like, do I do that every year? I didn't say, by the way. What do you think? Taking shape? Taking shape? time check. We got an hour to go. We might finish these 2 areas here. We might get a little ahead of the curve tonight. I got a feeling. Gentlemanly thoughts. Don't worry about it, my friend. We're here, holding down the fort, if you will. Alright, let's come up here. Let's come here. What are we doing? This is against the wall to the city. It's coming up towards the marketplace and the main gate. Yeah, I'm thinking smaller, pokier buildings back here. And then sort of getting into the merchant buildings right here. Let's do it. Will I extend the stream? Maybe. Maybe not. Who knows? How long was I going to go tonight? I was going to end it right here, but because you've got your internet cut, I'm going to go for another hour. Princess, you remember the days, though? Of, like, having to do all your research at the library and stuff? Or for me, it was my mum and dad's encyclopedia collection. I mean, they were cool, they were great books, but... I can't imagine that being my only resource nowadays. I've got very, very comfortable with Googleizing something. I think you'd have to work at the library doing what you do. I want to join this gap here. Then we're going to do the same sort of fill. There we go. I'm keeping the buildings a little larger because they are moving towards the merchant area of things. And let's get a scale bar out. So, even though they look larger, that's just 80 feet in depth. And those actually little angles right here, they're more like 40 feet wide, so that's not too crazy. It's about right for a wealthier building. Alright, let's just keep going here. Let's keep going. Not that one. There you go. That's more like it. Yeah, good. Let's finish off that building. Save. Save. Cool. I don't mind wobbly lines, but come on, let's not base here. Cool. So where I want to hit this. Let's hit it from this angle. Sorry for the rotation of the map. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Let's get a bunch of houses there in that bit. Like all tucked back in the recesses of the merchants and the industrial and the docks and the warehouses. Let's just get some cheaper, smaller buildings going on. I'll fight a boss with you. Try and earn a little bit of coin. See if I can break that 1,000 gold mark. $857. Clawing my way up. Let's keep this tidy, Faden. Come on, let's keep this tidy. That works. Close to finishing that area. Real close to finishing that area. That doesn't look too bad. Hey, I won again. 83. I'm close. Close to 1,000. Alright, best way of doing this. Oh, wonky lines are us. Alright, so if we're gonna do a little bit narrower than that. Something like this. So you Alright, okay, that's good. Yep, I think it works. I think it works. Mr. Valley, you're just showing off now. You're just reminding us just how much money you've got. You're watching us peasants count out our meager little earnings. Well, I'm gonna put a tree here. Screw it. There. Nice. Okay. Let's come up and hit this area right here. What was that area right there? University campus. Middle and merchant classes. Okay. So larger buildings right here. You know what, before we get into that, let's delete. Come on. There we go. Let's get rid of you. We are good now, sir. Thank you very much. Clear that up. Fantastic. Get rid of you. That's good. That's good. Mr. Val, some people where I work, the founders, these are some truly god-rich people. Like they have private jets and shit. That's pretty godly rich. Yeah. I am friends with a few people that have ungodly sums of money, and yeah, it's hard for my brain to actually wrap itself around. Oh, your neighbour has her own private small aircraft? I'm telling you, I could get to a lot more cons if I had my own little aircraft. But then Jack wouldn't fly with me. But that would be sweet. That would be sweet. I could get to a lot of cons that way. Ink. Terrain. Why am I doing that? Money on fuel, that's fair. No, that's fair. Money on fuel would be an absolute real thing. No, that's fair. But it add up to the cost of a plane ticket, right? Mr. Val, I could be so dangerous with that sort of money. I could be so dangerous. Actually, honestly, if I had that sort of money, I would have a gaming commune already. I mean, I just would. I'd have some kind of property fairly central to things. And we would have a gaming community. But then I think like someone that wants to be retired. I wouldn't need a house just for my minis. But I would share my minis with so many people, yourself included. And honestly, I have a space issue right now in my current house. And it's mostly because of the gaming stuff we've got in the miniatures. The miniatures are just everywhere, it's ridiculous. They're in the bedroom. They're in the living room. I've even got them in the kitchen. I've got them downstairs. I have them literally everywhere. I got them behind me right now. I think the miniatures are in every room in the freaking house. Richer buildings, richer buildings. Let's start making our buildings larger. And let's start from here. I do have minis in the kitchen, and I could be dangerous. If I had 2 lives, if I had a clone of me, I could get so much stuff done. But I've got miniatures in the kitchen because they're my painting projects over there. I also have painting projects over here. And I think part of it is because I'm a war gamer, right? I have 3 display cabinets, but I'm a wargamer, and wargamer miniatures are like armies and stuff, right? So I've got armies under the bed. I've got armies, like, you know, in a spare room across one wall. I've got armies over here. I've got armies downstairs in storage. I've just got armies everywhere, and they're all in boxes and stuff. So many miniatures, but I love my miniatures. My miniatures make me happy inside. Even though I have not played with my Napoleonic miniatures for years, I look at them and they make me happy. Like, I look at them and go, they, you know, they make me smile inside. It's not a good thing. It's not what you want in life. Now, miniatures I'm painting. I've got a lot of them too. But I was thinking about this today. I mean, the miniatures I actually paint, I actually don't care if I keep them or not. It's not about the miniature at that point. It's I like the act of painting. And then I give most of them away. I want other people to have fun with something I've created. Time check, 6:50. All right, we're definitely going to be able to fill that gap over there. That's not going to be a problem. And then maybe we'll work on this a little bit right here, you know? The gap for sure, because... Alright, hit save. This... Not that one. Whoa! Occasionally I should actually turn that on. Yeah, we're working on what I said was going to be Thursday night right here. So we're motoring. We're into tomorrow night's stream. We don't need this. Let's get rid of that. We've done you already. We've kind of done you. I know what you are. I know what you're up to. But we're going to keep the S. That's Saturday right there, okay? We're going to work on this area on Saturday. Let's not delete too much. Let's only delete the areas that we've actually done. There we go. I think this gold, this is where we're meant to have some temples and stuff. So I'm going to work on Thursday night right here. Right here. Let's turn you off. Ink terrain. This is going to be mainly expressed in shadowing. Come on. That's not roads, is it? No, it's not. So what is that? How? Where is that? Hills. Alright. Let's get rid of you. Let's get rid of you. Not you. No, let's not do that. Let's take that back. Because we've got a little path here. We've got a little path doing this. Let's make you a little smaller. Let's go to you. Let's get rid of you. Right, buildings. Princess said a short while ago you could turn a profit on the minis you paint. Maybe. People don't tend to like to pay for things nowadays. You know, if I did 100 hours, let's say, in a miniature, no one's gonna pay me for that. So I feel you're right in some ways. That just moved. There we go. But it seems to be a sad thing for what people will actually pay for nowadays. I am going to do an experiment with it though. I'm going to break out some of my whiskey and paint finish pieces. They're all numbered. And I'm going to put them up for sale. And I'm going to see if there's any buyer. And I'm basically going to say, pay me what you think they're worth. And we will see. Alright, my plan is to finish this section right here. And then that will be a good end to the stream. That'll be some solid work tonight. I would join that heist, but heists kill me every time. Let's not do you. That was like not awesome. There we go. There we go. There we go. You were at the 20k mark tonight when you started. What are you talking about? Oh, come on, Faden. There's something about the sensitivity of this brush. I think I need to reboot my machine. Mr. Val, my heart bleeds for you. There's someone still trying to actually break 1,000. Princess Strega, you are on fire! You're on fire! Right, we got a lot of unusual shapes all coming together here. Meow. Meow. It'll do. It'll do. Oh, you piece of... That was a big jump. Where did it jump from? Like, how about nowhere freaking near? Come over here. Meow? What are we doing? Meow? There's no cats around. What are we doing? What are you talking about? Like, you winning more money and doing meow? Alright, now there's going to be a couple of areas on this map where we have some named locations to add. The reason why I'm not sort of too worried about that right now is we can come back through and either say yes, we've got it, or we'll just simply add it right then and there. Yeah, okay, this will work, this will work, this will work. Let's get this last little bit patched in. Hit and save. Oh, it sounded... I wonder what I was doing. I'll have to listen to the stream again. I don't know what I said right now. $45,000, says Sturcius. Really? 45,000? Alright, I'll have to give you some reason to expend it. Now, I actually did get an email from the Twitch channel talking about ways of setting up channel currency. So, I will take a look at it, okay? I will take a look at it. Sunday is going to be an admin day for me, so maybe I'll even be able to get some of that done. I will give you plenty of reason to spend your channel currency. There's a lot of them, I gotta be honest with you, that are kind of geared towards like interacting like with me. That if I was Dr. Disrespect, I could kind of understand it, but he would never like give a shit about channel currency. You know, an opportunity to talk with Ninja or whatever. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. But do I wanna like have like the channel be all about the currency? I don't know. So I'm trying to sort of figure out what to do with it. I gotta be honest. But we will figure it out. We will figure it out. Well, hot diggity, did we just finish that section? I think we did. I think we did. I hit save. Alright, so let me just very quickly Alright, so what about That's right, I'm bleeding outside the walls a little bit because we have a little bit of time left here. Trusty Sword! Trusty Sword coming in with a question. Do you ever look at real-world maps of other cultures to mix up street rooftop shapes? Or does it not come up too often? Actually, seriously, Trusty Sword, and I appreciate the question, the answer is yes. Yes, I do. All of the time. Particularly if a client tells me that there has to be a certain feel for a map, whether it be Mediterranean, or someone says, hey, this is a Persian-inspired map, or this is a Chinese-inspired map, I immediately go and look them up. And I'm going to use an example. This map, this is going to be a bit weird because it's not really different culture, has Edwardian and Georgian style buildings in it. And what's the first thing I did? When I looked up Edwardian and Georgian buildings, I have no problem doing that at all. I want to say it's 50-50. I mean, I don't want to say it's rare, because almost every single client will say it is European, or it's Mediterranean, or it should feel like South American. You know, it should feel Incan. I've had that before. So yeah, I tend to look them up. This particular quadrant we're drawing right now does not have that need. This quadrant up here will. This quadrant is going to have a very different feeling to it. That's where your Georgian Edwardian buildings are going to be. And I should be here. But I'm kind of just like drawing terrain right now. So I shouldn't even be outside of... This pen feels like it's not really catching too well. I should be outside the walls, but hey, we're actually ahead of the curve a little bit, so let's have some fun. Have I ever done a Russian style map? I want to say no, but there was a map a long time ago where there were some Russian inspired buildings on it, and I can't tell you which map it was, but I remember actually drawing almost Kremlin style curvy things. But I can't tell you what map that was on now. But that was a definite map I did. Some of these hills are going to get deleted. As we draw buildings. So a little road coming up here, then maybe we got a building here. Maybe we have a building up against the wall right here. We'll do a building right there. Colour is going to pick these out from the terrain behind the scenes, but I'm going to do a little bit of roof detail on them as well, so they stand out even more. Alright, so that will actually start coming out of the building, out of the wall over there, and we are going to do a sprawl. Alright, that looks good. That looks good. Prismatic potions. Oh, that must be that little place right there. Right. Chuck Brownstone Temple District. Okay. Oh yeah, that's good. We've got our temple district right here. This will be merchant buildings. We're gonna have the potion building right there. They sent me a picture of what the potion building should look like. That's why number 19 is special. Affluent. Okay, look at that affluent area up here. Affluent buildings right up here. Alright, alright. Well, you know what? I'm going to dick about for a little bit more. And we're going to dick about by doing this. And then this will be a good time to end it. Basically get our water drawn in. We'll have to do a little bit more because I'm going to do bridge supports here. And I like to actually cascade water off the bridge supports. I love drawing water textures. I can't even tell you why. I just love doing them. Oh, that actually, I'm not going to get into the ocean too deeply because we were going to do a breakwater, right? We're going to draw a breakwater out here. I'm not even sure the best way to do that. That's going to be something we come back to. Princess! Dave is doing his birthday stream Alright, I'll tell you what. We're going to raid Dave tonight on his birthday stream. Dave Holland Art, right? We're going to go back over to Dave Holland Art tonight. This is his birthday stream. Let's just get in there and let's just wish him a happy birthday, okay? So, I'm going to end the stream here. This is a good spot for it. We're actually a little bit ahead of the curve. We actually broke outside of what I marked down for tonight, and we went a little bit further. Stick around. We're going to go to Dave, just say happy birthday, then you can bugger off, okay? But he's a gifted guy. He does good work. Tomorrow night, we're going to do this district here. We're going to start working this affluent area up here. Because we've done this. So we're going to work this area right up here. And then it's going to get into the Georgian style and the Edwardian style. You see the blue and the brown over there? Or is that blue and green? So right here, tomorrow night, right on the north side of the city. And it's going to start hitting into the Georgian style building. So that bit there, that's our target for tomorrow night. Then on Saturday, we are going to hit hard the south part of our city. We're going to hit it hard. And that should actually get most of this city done. We'll actually be tanking. If we can get that done, we actually might get most of this map done before Gary comes. That would be outstanding. Mr. Valor, this is what happened to me, my friend. I had like 6,000. I know that's nothing to you, big old senator and stuff. I had like 6,000 gold, and I'm less than 1,000 right now because I just kept losing it all the time. It's nuts. It's just freaking nuts. Alright, so let me see if I can get this right. Raid. Is it Dave Holland Art? Dave Holland Art. Did I get that right? We're going into someone's channel. See you tomorrow, gentlemen. Everyone that's watching, just come over to Dave's channel for a moment. It's his birthday. Just say, happy birthday, Dave. And then you can fuck off for the night. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Love you all. Thanks for hanging out.